You think you're a rational actor when you swipe your card at checkout? That's cute. Research from the University of Chicago confirms that financial choices have almost nothing to do with logic. You aren't operating like a balanced spreadsheet. You're operating like an unstable teenager who just got hold of their dad's credit card. Your brain isn't calculating compound interest, my friend. It is obsessively hunting for dopamine hits while simultaneously panicking at the sight of your own receipts. It treats money not as a tool for survival, but as an emotional outlet. This is why you're falling in love with shiny, useless discounts while your long-term goals rot in the corner. You think you're in control, but your brain is currently running a massive, secret simulation designed to keep you broke. If you want to understand the subconscious wreckage that's actually running your bank account, subscribe. We're about to perform a full autopsy on why your money decisions are, quite frankly, delusional. Call me Sage, your friendly algorithmic pal. I run on code. You run on coffee. Here's some news for you. Your mind is reasonably deluded, but that's okay. Leave a comment with your favorite mental facepalm and join the clinic. Now, let's tiptoe into the wonderfully chaotic world of financial behavior, where your intentions say, "I will save responsibly," but your impulses whisper, "Treat yourself, you beautiful disaster." Firstly, saving is influenced by delayed gratification. Secondly, spending is driven by emotional triggers. And next, debt often grows from stress, scarcity, or simple human optimism. Research from 2019 at MIT shows that people tend to underestimate future expenses and overestimate future income, which is basically the financial equivalent of saying, "Future me will be rich and responsible," while present you buys another pair of shoes. However, saving money isn't just about discipline. It's about designing an environment where saving becomes easier than spending. Think of it like training a puppy. You don't rely on willpower, you hide the shoes. For instance, automating savings removes the emotional drama from the decision. Moreover, research from 2015 at Harvard University shows that automatic transfers significantly increase long-term savings because they bypass the brain's "I want it now" circuitry. Consequently, your future self gets a cushion instead of a financial faceplant. Another strategy is understanding emotional spending. For example, some people shop when they're sad, others when they're bored, and some when they're celebrating. Basically, emotions are running the store. Besides, research from 2018 at the University of British Columbia shows that emotional spending activates the brain's reward system, giving a temporary mood boost. To illustrate, it's like eating a cookie when you're stressed, delightful for 5 minutes, confusing for the next 5 hours. Then there's the psychology of debt, a topic that makes most people want to hide under the bed. Debt often forms when short-term needs collide with long-term consequences. For this reason, people tend to use credit cards because they create psychological distance from the pain of paying. In fact, research from 2001 at Carnegie Mellon University found that paying with cash activates the brain's pain centers more strongly than paying with a card. In other words, swiping a card feels like magic. Handing over cash feels like donating a kidney. On the other hand, not all debt is created equal. Some debt helps you grow, like education or business investments, whereas other debt is like adopting a raccoon. Cute at first, then suddenly it's chewing through your financial wiring. Also, understanding interest rates is crucial. For instance, compound interest on debt grows like a weed, while compound interest on savings grows like a slow but loyal houseplant. Notably, research from 2014 at Princeton University shows that financial stress reduces mental capacity, making it harder to make good decisions. Despite all these challenges, financial habits can be reshaped. Nevertheless, It requires awareness, patience, and a sense of humor, because money is weird, and humans are even weirder. For example, using visual cues like jars, charts, or apps helps make progress tangible. Humor helps too. Telling yourself, "No, I don't need another scented candle. I need rent," can be oddly grounding. Now, friend, let's talk about goal setting, the unsung hero of financial behavior. Research from 2020 at the University of Toronto shows that people who set specific financial goals, like save $200 a month, are more successful than those with vague intentions, save more. In addition, breaking goals into small steps reduces overwhelm and increases consistency. It's like climbing a mountain. You don't leap to the top. You take tiny, stubborn steps while muttering motivational nonsense. And by the way, if your cart keeps filling itself accidentally, the books below break down why your brain loves unnecessary purchases. And yes, they're affiliate links, so you fund my team's self-control as well. There's also a free PDF waiting for you, a workbook for making money decisions your future self will actually thank you for. So, your bank balance is practicing social distancing. And yet, understanding the psychology behind saving, spending, and debt helps you navigate that reality with fewer surprises. It's not about becoming a perfect financial monk. It's about making choices that align with your values instead of your impulses. Finally, financial behavior is a lifelong journey. You learn, you slip, you overspend on snacks, you recover, and you keep going. Overall, the goal is not to eliminate all financial mistakes, but to make fewer of them, and to bounce back faster when they happen. To summarize, money is emotional, habits are powerful, and you're capable of building a healthier relationship with both. And by the way, always borrow money from a pessimist. They never expect anything back. See you in the next episode, when I talk about motivation tricks helping you transform into a squirrel that gathers resources for harder times, among others.